Hello and welcome to Fractured Worlds. This is a action RPG set in a dark fantasy world, and indeed it has Souls-like elements to it as well, where players can invade your game, they can help you, you can do co-op, non-committal co-op that is, and indeed you can create a character of your very own liking. Now, combat is a little bit more deliberate. I think deliberate is the word that I'd use personally to describe it. Anyway, let's start a new game, and we could choose between 3 classes at this point in time. If you would like to check out the game for yourself and potentially join the playtest too, there is a link in the description. So, we have Warrior, Mage, Spellblade. I'm going to play Warrior here. I already played a Spellblade. They come with Fireball, so they have the ability to use Fireball. Spells are kind of interesting in this game because you have to charge them up for a second or a particular amount of time before you can use them. So that's obviously something to bear in mind, because you can obviously use them from range. So I'm going to play Warrior, and you can see here we have Bushwhacker, which is obviously the unique thing that you have with the Warrior, because generally you have the same abilities with the Spellblade. So for example, you have Repeater Stab, Rush, and you have Fireball in replace of Bushwhacker here. So these cost ether, right? So as you can see here, Bushwhacker costs 30 ether, this costs 15 ether. You gain ether, which is basically kind of like energy, it's kind of like mana. You gain that by attacking, by normally attacking with left click. Alright, so I'm not actually going to be showing too much of what the story is about in the game, because I feel like that is probably not going to be something that you're going to be super hardcore interested in. But if you are interested in it, then by all means, check out the playtest. They will show you a lot of different cutscenes and, you know, a lot of different, you know, little story bits. For me personally, I personally prefer focusing on gameplay. I think gameplay is where it's at here, and you can see there is a voice currently speaking to us. I've currently turned off the narrator just so that I can kind of focus a little bit more on the gameplay itself and explaining the various mechanics associated with this. So you can see here we can press 1, 2, 3 to use skills. Most skills have a cooldown, otherwise they're going to be, you know, costing ether. So you can see here we have a charge, and the charge ability, as you see there, was pretty effective in dealing some damage and indeed maybe stunning the opponent for a little bit of time. Now you may have noticed down in the bottom right there are two charges on my current weapon, which means I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to click over and over here so you can actually see what is happening with our attacks. So I'm going to click over and over, like consistently, and you're going to see the charges disappear. So let's see, 1, 2, and then there's a break. You see that? There's a break of about a second or two between the time that the charges come back, and that is the main, shall we say, weight or deliberate kind of combat that you're going to see in the game. You have a very as I say, very, very deliberate way of attacking, and you have to be very, very careful about it. So you can see here we have Death Strike Oil. This is a consumable that you can pick up. Your next hit deals extra damage based on the target's rank and max HP, so it's very, very good to use against bosses. We also have a healing crystal down the bottom there. As you can see, I just got murdered by a trap. That's absolutely fine though, we don't have to really worry about that. Oh yeah, enemies also have poise. They have a poise bar. So basically, a poise bar right here, as you can see right here, when you deal damage to the enemy, you're going to be reducing their poise. When you reduce their poise, you have the potential to stun them. And now we've gained a level. There we go. So yes, so basically what you want to do is with big enemies, you want to try to deplete their poise as much as possible so that you can then stun them and then, you know, do more damage and so on. So now this is our stat sheet. So you can see here that we have all a variety, you know, 5 different varieties of stats you can spec into: strength, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and vitality. Strength increases your base weapon damage, physical armor, resistance to stuns, etc. Dexterity increases weapon power by 1, critical damage by 1, poison block stability by 2, and increased resistance to bleeding and burning by 2. And then obviously intelligence is for spells, wisdom is a bit more for spells but more defensively, and vitality is of course for HP. I'm going to be increasing my strength because increasing base weapon damage by 1 sounds pretty good to me. You can also go into the advanced tab here and you can see a wide variety of other stats if you want to, and that's going to provide you with more detail. Alright, So, here we go. This is a very powerful entity. So, yeah, this is an extremely powerful entity that will absolutely murder me if we allow them to. So, we're going to be very, very careful here. Hold shift to block incoming attacks. There's the block. Unfortunately, I did get stunned as a result of that because my poise was fully removed. Yes. Okay, so let's be very careful here. You can see my poise bar in the middle of the screen there. I'm just going to run this guy around like so. This guy is most likely going to murder me if I allow him to. Yes. Yep, there you go. Dead. Now, do bear in mind, this guy actually has an extremely powerful ability that will instantly kill you later on in the fight. So, it just so happened that I took way too much damage as it is. But this was kind of scripted. It's not really... I mean, you can kill that guy, I think. I'm not sure if you can. I haven't actually done it yet, but anyway, as you see here, when you die, newly found items and money are lost. The most valuable lost item and a portion of lost money can be found where you fell. Other players can also see it and return them to you. Experience, runes, and skill upgrades are never lost. Alright, so there's a training dummy right here. This is basically your hub area, and this is where you have your stash, so you can place things in there. You can speak to various NPCs, and there is also a shop. So you can see here, obviously, as time goes on, you're going to be gaining gold, and then you can come here and you can hopefully buy some things that might actually help you out. So yeah, very, very useful. Otherwise, there is a portal here, which we will obviously be going in, and we can then select our first zone, which is the old dungeon. Now, there is a way for you to pick up more loot or less loot dependent on if you feel confident in the game itself. For example, as you see here, on this screen, you can press H to allocate your healing crystal. I don't know whether you noticed at the very beginning of the game, but we had a healing crystal that was at 300% durability. So you see here, if I click on 3, if I have 3, then I have 300%. If I have 2, then I have 200%, 1, 100%. We can also increase it to 8 if we want to. So we can have 800% increased healing capacity, which is extremely powerful, of course. However, what that is also going to do is that's going to reduce the amount of inventory size you have available. So we're going to just go with the default of 3. And we're going to be moving on into the next zone. Alright, so we have now actually been, as you see here, tasked with the objective to find a memory fragment. There was a cutscene just now. I just skipped it because I've already seen it, but I want you to, you know, if you're going to play the game, then you should probably see that, because basically it's all about this guy called Venatori. His village is attacked by some barbarians, and he takes a deal by a shady wizard to find an ancient artifact to be able to defend his village from potential interlopers in the future. And so it's all about his story at this point in the game. So you can see here we have messages very similar to the Souls game. So you can see here we have an amazing chest inside. So there is an amazing chest somewhere around here. And as you can see, there is a memory fragment as well. So I'm going to be a bit careful about this. As you can see, we have a slime on us right here. I am basically just going to attack that. Thank you very much. And we're just going to attack this guy. Get out of here, please. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do damage to me. That is not allowed. Thank you. Alright, so yes, there is a chest here. Let's just loot that. There we go. And there's the memory fragment. I'm going to do a little bit of damage to this guy if I can. Oh, no, we missed. We missed with the charge. Well, that's not very good, but thankfully we did manage to get a critical hit. And there's the memory fragment. It is going to show us another cutscene here. And there we have it. Alright, yes. So we will now move on and let's see. Yeah, I like this weapon, actually. I feel like this weapon is really, really fun. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I actually really like this weapon much more than the other weapons that I have seen in the game so far. And I think we probably just like closer, faster weapons. Because I was using a big two-handed mace beforehand, and the two-handed mace, while it was absolutely fine, it was not a problem, it felt way too slow for me. That was the thing that I was not a big fan of. Just very, very slow attack speed. Obviously, that is to be expected. It is a two-handed weapon after all. Okay, so we're just going to avoid this. As you can see, the combat, very, very deliberate. Like I said before, it's extremely deliberate, and we are indeed... Oh, hello! Look at this, we have a person. Is that actually an enemy, or is that... No, this is a person joining us right here. This is actually a person who is actually playing the game right now, as far as I can tell. And yeah, that is actually... It might be a... Is that an NPC? I'm not entirely sure if it's an NPC right now. It might very well be an NPC, but in the actual game, it will be... Oh, wait a minute. We've got another... Wait a minute. We've got another person here who is invading us. That is not allowed. Whoa, that guy literally... Wow, he got murdered. Look at that. Yeah, wow. Okay, that guy got absolutely 100% murdered here. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, so you have, as you see, you have this kind of thing actually active. This kind of thing happens where enemy players can actually invade you. Yes, this is actually a player, I believe. This is actually a player, so that's kind of interesting. Let's just try and murder this guy. There we go. This fellow obviously knows what to do. He's obviously been playing for a while. He has some really, really good gear by the looks of things as well. I can't open this chest for some reason. Ah, okay, we're being attacked by this zombie right now. But yeah, obviously we're playing co-op right now. Oh, look at that. He actually opened that up. Oh, wow, that's cool. All right. Do you want to... You should loot that chest. You should loot that chest, sir. He should definitely loot that. I don't know about the True Sight Charm. Why doesn't he loot that? Can he not loot that? Well, I guess I'll take it then. Even though I feel like he should have this. Should I give this to him? I should give this to him. Here. Take it. Take that. Well, whatever the case, if he wants to take it, then he wants to take it. That's great and everything, because, I mean, let's face it, I think he basically saved me from that invading character. That was going to be extremely dangerous for me. But yeah, anyway, a former treasure hunter, no doubt driven by visions of wealth and power, to plumb this dungeon in search of its vast treasure. He did not find it. Yeah, clearly he didn't. He's just skin and oh, well, not skin, but he's just bones. He's just bones right now, so yes. Let's use this. There we go. And there you go. The other player has actually left now, as you can see right there. I'm not entirely sure how you even get that to work. I don't know how other people join your world or, you know, anything like that. And as you can see, he did actually take the chess piece, which is really nice. That's really, really good for him because I feel like he actually helped me out a great deal. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to give him that. Because I technically could have been selfish, you know. And, oh no, he's come back. Oh, okay. I'm actually not entirely sure if that is actually an NPC or not, but we're going to go into the next area nevertheless, because I have found the stairs. And there is another cutscene. Alright, so some areas have fast travel points. If you leave, whether safely or by dying, you'll be able to enter from a fast travel point instead of the area start. Okay. Okay, so we have this marker here. Treasure ahead. Yeah, okay. Treasure ahead, but there's probably going to be an enemy or something like that. Oh, yeah, I should be a little bit careful about being killed. There it is. Okay, thank you. Ooh, yes, a lot of... yeah, ooh, nice. Actually, a good shield. Not a bad shield right there. Gonna equip that, thank you very much. There's also a summoning stone. Now, you may think that this is a spell that you can consistently lose? No. That you can consistently use, but that is not the case, unfortunately. It is a consumable that literally is, well, as you might expect, consumed, and it's gone after that fact. So yeah, it's kind of like a one-use thing, which is kind of unfortunate. There is a True Sight Charm here, reveals secrets in the current zone, only usable if there are secrets to find. As you can see, there isn't any at the moment, and we can indeed equip this two-handed. So we can equip this two-handed mace. As I said to you before, I'm not a big fan of the two-handed weapons, but I could show you what it's all about, just so you get an idea, and maybe it's actually going to be somewhat useful. Bear in mind, when you equip certain weapons, certain abilities become disabled. So, for example, I can no longer use this this thrusting ability because, well, I'm not using a thrusting weapon. I have a mace now. So, yeah, that's just something to bear in mind. And let's just see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. So we basically want to use these big ass abilities. There we go. We immediately stun that golem right there. Boom. Instant damage, massive amounts of damage. Obviously, as I said, two-handed, very, very damaging. but you are going to be extremely slow. So slow, in fact, that it is going to be very, very difficult sometimes to actually kill enemies just because they have a faster attack speed. So you do have to be a little bit careful with that. You have to maybe dodge first, do a little bit of dodging, maybe use your abilities. Like, for example, I'm going to use my ability right now. We can actually do quite a lot of damage like this. And there you go. We actually murdered those guys really, really fast. We got a spiked hammer as well. Not entirely sure if I really want to use that. But yeah, we got big damage coming in. Big damage. Can we use this again? Yes, we can. There it comes. There it comes. Unfortunate that that was not enough damage to actually kill these. Oh, am I going to die? No. There's no way I'm going to die from this. Thank you very much. Okay, so tough iron boots. Oh, skill unlocked. Everywhere strike. What does that mean? I've unlocked a new skill. You can equip it. Well, I've actually already equipped it technically, but yes. Let's just heal ourselves a little bit more. As you can see, we're now at 200% capacity. So we have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, so let's see. What do we have? I'm looking for the stairs right now, if at all possible. There we go. Okay, yeah. Those guys, you cannot use the heavy attack with the two-handed mace by the looks of things. This fellow is guarding a chest. Let's see if I can stun him. Or not. Or I can just fling him into the air. That's hilarious. This dusty tome is a collection of the world's most foul spells meant to ensnare and corrupt the souls of men. Its dog-eared pages are a clear sign that someone spent many a dark night poring over its contents. And you have various other things like that going on. The chest only had, unfortunately, 11 gold. Only 11 gold, but that's okay. We can now move on. And this is going to be the boss. So this is where Mr. Venatori, who is the guy, the subject of the memory fragment, he finds the boss. And the boss is this guy, basically, the gold golem. And he's going to be quite difficult for us to eliminate, I believe. Maybe. It depends. There we go. Nice damage. There we go. Now we can just do a little bit of this. There we go. Nice. We're doing some damage. There we go. We stunned him. We stunned him. Let's attack him again. Nice, big damage. And we can maybe do another little spinny move in a second once he attacks. Okay, maybe I'll just do it now. Why not? Okay, so he's actually casting... careful. We want to avoid that. We want to avoid that. Thank you very much. Okay, let's do our charge ability. Nice. We should heal. There we go. Nice. And now we're just going to avoid him. And then we're going to do our little spinny move. Okay, now we can avoid this. And he's dead. And that's it. There you go. Nicely done. And look at that. Okay, so now I need to just drop some things because I don't have any more space. So we're just going to take that. We got the Grace of Gold as well, which is legendary. And we're looking pretty good right now, aren't we? I feel like we're looking pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's use this, I guess. I should probably just drop this stuff while I have the ability to do so. I should have probably summoned the knight, shouldn't I? Because that would have probably helped me out quite a great deal, wouldn't it? Yeah, it probably would have. Alright, so let's loot the memory fragment. And that's going to basically reveal the fact that the artifact, the legend, the mythos was basically a fake. The gold was a fake, but the ether stone, which is what Venatori gained from his quest, that was the real treasure all along. So we are now going to return back to town, and we're going to see where we go next. Alright, so we have some equipment enhancement this time around. So basically what this allows you to do is this allows you to transfer pieces of gear's statistics to other pieces of gear. So for example, let's say I wanted to do this, I can choose a material of the same type, and then I can choose an affix to add to the base item. So in other words, what you're doing is you're sacrificing one item to take an affix, or to take a statistic from that one, and put it on your base item. That's basically how that works. And then we also have the store, of course. I'm going to be selling a whole bunch of stuff. Let's sell this. So that, we barely have any money at the moment, but it might be useful to actually purchase something. Maybe oh yes, spears are absolutely fantastic. I love spears, by the way. Spears are probably my favorite weapon in this entire game, so I'm probably going to be purchasing this, even though it is not that good. Generally, it is not that good, but in my opinion, it's absolutely insane. I think it's extremely, extremely powerful. So we're going to just do that, and then we're going to move on. And I'm not going to speak to anyone else, even though I probably should. But I'm interested in going to the next world, which is Viridium Forest. Alright, so here we are in the forest, and this is a completely different biome, as you can see. And we are going to be experiencing a new memory fragment from someone completely different. So this is when I'm going to get the opportunity to show you my spear skills, because the spear skills are absolutely amazing. I love the spear. I think the spear is literally, I think it's just so fun to use. It's so fun to use. Okay, let's see. Elite enemy ahead. Aha, okay, let's do this. Well, this is going to be pretty easy. This should be pretty easy. As you can see, the spiders just die instantly because they've already been damaged by poison, and we don't really have to worry about that. And you can see here that this Kappa is really not having a very good day, because he was also missing his attacks, and we were, yeah, well, this was very simple for us, as you can see right there. And we're getting a lot of experience from this as well, which is really nice. Okay, so let's be a bit careful about this. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bit careful, like so. There we go. Oh, yeah, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Can I use this? I don't know what this... what is this? What is this ability? I don't know what this ability is, unfortunately. It's a new ability that I've just gained. It looks like an NPC has actually just joined our world. I believe that is an NPC. He died! He died instantly! Oh no, that's bad. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a problem here. Oh dear, he activated other elites. This is terrible. Okay, no, we should be okay now. Okay, we should be okay now. Let's use this. Nice. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even know what it was, but I just used it because I was like, yeah, I need the help. Why not? Yeah, but as you can see, the world does become very dangerous when you add in the elite enemies. And obviously, enemy players can come in as well, and all that stuff. So yeah, I have no idea, as I say, when that is supposed to occur or how that is supposed to occur. But yeah, as you can clearly tell, things happen very, very frequently. So have to be a bit careful on that. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, just a little bit of gold. We've got these guys, man-eating plants. These fellows just literally shoot poison at you. Nothing really to worry about there. Very nice and simple to deal with. And then we can move on. I actually want to use my new ability here. What is this? Oh, it's kind of like a big AoE thing. Let's actually just have a look. Ether burst. Consume all the remaining ether, release it in a burst around yourself, dealing damage. Oh, I'm actually... That is not a pause? Okay, that's not paused. Okay, well, that's good to know. I thought I was actually paused by going to that menu. Okay, of course not. Should have known, eh? Should have known. All right, yeah, so we got another portal here. I believe that's to the next area. I'm going to be very careful here. This guy is going to do a lot of damage to us. We're going to have to be careful. There we are. Nice, 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 nice. 62 experience. Ooh, a nice ring. Nice, that guy's dead too. And we can loot that ring. This is to the next area, I believe. Yes, it is. I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer just because I want to see if there's anything else. Elite enemy ahead. Well, thanks very much. Yeah, I kind of already figured that out. Okay, so let's have a look. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Am I already... Oh, I'm already wearing something, though. As you can see, I'm already wearing some really, really good stuff, so not really necessary. Oh, this is fantastic, though. This is a very, very nice spear, so I will be using that new spear. That's wonderful. You can use the spear with a shield as well, by the way, but generally I'm someone that doesn't really like using shields that much, especially in games like this. Yeah, we also just gained a necklace, which is very nice. Okay, I'm gonna just do this. Boom! Massive damage, massive damage. And as you can see, immediate death to everyone involved, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, I did take quite some damage along the way there. So that is a bit problematic. There are some enemies, by the way, that form portals, and then you can use those portals to go back to the entrance of that area. So if you very desperately want to, you can, and obviously it's going to make a big difference to your traversal. Ah, look at that. This symbol has temporarily increased your weapon power and your spell power as well. And that means that I can actually kill things extremely fast. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to find maybe an elite enemy. Let's try to kill this guy. There we go. Yeah, I just want to find an elite enemy really, really fast. Okay, and yeah, there's one. Nice. Oh dear, this might be a problem. No, it's actually fine. Never mind. Never mind. It's okay. Okay, we found another catalyst there. And now we can actually teleport, like I said. So you can actually access the teleportation map by doing this, if you want to. And you can then go back to the entrance if you so desire. For me personally, I'm fine to just continue onward here. Ah, a stash deposit. This crack in reality allows you to send a small number of items to your stash. Like all items that reach town, they will no longer be lost on death. You can't retrieve the items until you get back to town, so be careful not to deposit anything you might need now. So let's deposit this, shall we? Let's deposit that, and let's deposit this, and then that's gonna have to be that. There we go. All right, so we basically have the ability to save some items, which is actually really nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my everything ability. Boom. Kill everything in the... That is actually insane. That is a crazy, crazy cool ability. Love that. No idea where I got it from, by the way, but... Yep, very nice to see it. And, wow, everything died in this area. And now we can pick up the memory fragment. Alright, so unfortunately we don't have access to that other ability, so we'll just use this one. Okay, that didn't really provide us with much of a benefit at all, which is unfortunate. Would have been very nice if we could have, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't really work out. Maybe we will do okay here, as long as I can dodge. There we are. And now let's just... Yeah, I'm at 16%. That's not looking particularly good. It says, find a sprite on the ground or held by a monster to dispel the barrier blocking the path forward. So that's what we need. The question is, where do I find it? I can't loot that gold that is over there that was unleashed by that chest, unfortunately. Seems like, can I go through here? Aha! There we go. We can actually attack that tree. Oh, interesting. So there are some secrets available in this particular area. Very nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good. Alright. We still don't know where that is. I see. There's one up here. Ah, there's the ending. Okay, there's the ending. That's where the boss is going to be, I assume. Let's be a little bit careful about this. Nice. There's the teleportation if we want to go back to the entrance. Magic sprite is required. We also acquired a new ability. You can change abilities in town, of course, as we know. I need to find a sprite on the ground or held by a monster. Okay, I have no idea what that actually looks like, so... Treasure ahead, although beware horde. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We've also leveled up. Oh, yeah, I have 20 points. Oh, yeah, I should probably spec these, shouldn't I? Yes, I should probably spec these. That's probably going to help us out quite a great deal. So let's go to 25 strength. Let's go to 15 dexterity. Level up a little bit of our HP. 16 dexterity sounds pretty good to me. And there we have it. All right. So now, okay, this is going to be a bit problematic. Maybe not, actually. Boom. Do massive damage. Oh, okay. I was actually thinking I'd do massive damage here, but apparently not. Okay, I was kind of hoping to do massive damage, because we used our amazing ability that I thought would really kill everyone, but unfortunately it did not. I think we're dead. That's my preservation crystal, by the way, the ether crystal that allows me to survive a hit of death. I was hoping that I could save that for the boss. But unfortunately, the enemies here were dramatically more powerful than I thought. I thought my 4 ability would take care of them. really, really easily in actual fact, because we've had that be very effective, but I must have used it incorrectly or something like that. Maybe that's what happened. Anyway, let's have a look and see what are in these chests. Damaged world leaf. I don't know what that is. Oh, of course. Okay. Okay, we're getting a little bit lucky, I guess. A guard potion? What does the guard potion do? Does it heal me to full HP? Prevents damage from the next hit you take. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Let's take it. Your next hit deals additional damage. Okay. After consuming the next time this zone, you would take fatal damage. Your HP is set to 35% instead. That's actually extremely important. So if we get to the next zone, which would be nice, then, well, hopefully, yeah, we're going to have problems here. Nice. You see that? That's what I was hoping to do before. But for some reason, I wasn't able to that time. Maybe it's because I didn't have enough ether or something. Is that the sprite? Yes, I think this is the sprite. There we go. Alright, so we finally found it. Now, I believe the next area is the boss. So we will have some issues with that, potentially. There we go. Yep, it is. Okay, let's do it. I have no fear. I have no fear when it comes to the boss. So, oh dear. Well, this guy looks like he means business. Not that the other guy didn't. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, no. You need to have some HP before you tackle this guy, because he's got an can I retry this? Can I retry it right now, or? Oh, I can retry him. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Oh, okay. I didn't know I could actually do that, but I guess considering playtest, maybe the playtest is allowing me to do that. Yeah, there's the ability that's actually a problem. Not sure how I'm supposed to avoid that in general. Well, we got him. We got him. I don't even know how we got him that time. That is hilarious. Okay, my inventory just got expanded, which is really, really nice. And we also got some other amazingly cool stuff. I have no idea if it's any good, by the way. This is obviously fantastic. I would love to be able to use this. Let's actually just discard some of these, because I don't really need these. Let's just loot that. Then we can equip that. What is this, though? An epic sword. Oh, it's got bleed build-up. That's actually really, really nice. This has 26 poison build-up, though. I really appreciate that. Let's use this. What is this? Vicious Dungeon of Traps. Use at the world map in town. Okay. I think this actually protects you. I think this protects you from invasions. I could be wrong about that. I should have used the damaged world leaf, by the way, but I didn't. For some reason or another, but yes. Let's get these pants on. We finally got some pants. Yes, we finally got some pants. That's very nice. And we can also probably drop this, or maybe not. I don't know. We've got enough. I think we have enough space. All right. So there we go. We actually managed to do it. And the question is, would I have been able to do that the first time? Probably not, because we obviously didn't really know about the creature's abilities, but we do know now. We know that it has this big AoE frontal cone ability that definitely, well, that definitely did a lot of damage. So, yeah. Anyway, there you go. We're now back in town, and yeah, now you can literally view the story events at any point if you so desire. You can obviously do the equipment enhancement. You can do map shards. I have no idea what map shards are, as you can see right here. Seems to be, I don't know, something. I have no idea what those actually are. I use a map shard on the world map. It says I should do that. By the way, that's the way that you make markers. You just press M. Then you make markers like you do in the Souls games. But yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to sell some stuff. Sell this. Sell that. Do I want to sell anything else? Not really. I want to buy this, though. While channeling. Ugh, no, not a big fan, not a big fan. I wouldn't mind poise, though. You see, that's the problem. There we go. I'll just put that on. What about a helmet? I guess I'll buy that as well, even though I don't really need that, but we're going to look absolutely ridiculous now. Helmets usually make us look ridiculous, so maybe it's going to be cool. Oh, evasion speed. Oh, that might be kind of fun. All right, yeah, I think evasion speed sounds cool. All right, that's nice. Okay, so now we're a little bit better geared. And we can now go onto the world map. So while on the world map, press M to access and enter map shards you found. Each one leads to a specific unique area, and you can invite up to 3 3 others to explore it with you. So you can literally have this, and you can literally invite friends into a public lobby if you want to do that, or you can join others to do it as well. Or I could just go straight on into this, and then you have it like this. Now, these guys are obviously going to do massive damage to me, but I do have poison buildup, which is probably going to be insane. At least I hope it is. Yeah. Poison buildup is crazy. Poison buildup is actually amazing because it does so much damage. This knight is on my side, by the way, as you can quite clearly tell. He seems to be an ally. I have no idea how he's an ally, by the way, but yes. So you can come in here with your friends, if you so desire, and or other people, and you can do whatever you want to do. I'm actually going to use this now. Boom, massive damage. Then you can just do a little bit of skewering here. Yeah. So, as you can see, the game is fantastic. It's really, really fun to play when you are wanting to... well, basically go into these really crazy worlds, these crazy biomes. You never really know what you're going to get, and obviously you don't know if you're going to be invaded or whether you're going to get help from others along the way. So if you'd like to check out the Fractured Worlds playtest, there is a link in the description. Add it to your Steam wishlist if you want to as well. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.